You are watching Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
As Liberty Online TV, the 1 year inside this November, we dey celebrate this anniversary with different activity them. And one of them, na hike with Liberty, we get for be Saturday, November 16. Usa we go waka go na the Mambo waterfall. The Liberty Online TV team go then na Mambo Junction, they wait for una 7 o'clock na morning. For join we, na 300 leons no more you go give, and you go get the Liberty polo and water, and you go get all the enjoyment we get for being at the waterfall. If you want for join we, you go come now with 33 Battle Street office as the polo then already now, or call na this number 074 200 545 for place you order. Now Liberty Online TV, all voices count. As Liberty Online TV, the 1 year inside this November, we dey celebrate this anniversary with different activity them. And one of them, na hike with Liberty, we get for be Saturday, November 16. Usa we go waka go na the Mambo waterfall. The Liberty Online TV team go then na Mambo Junction, they wait for una 7 o'clock na morning. For join we, na 300 leons no more you go give, and you go get the Liberty polo and water, and you go get all the enjoyment we get for being at the waterfall. If you want for join we, you go come now with 33 Battle Street office as the polo then already now, or call na this number 074 200 545 for place you order. Now Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
Liberty Online TV, the 1 year this November, and you know what in that mean.
And throughout the month of November, na celebration period. And as you know, na time we for coming and support Liberty Online TV for continue for doing work.
And the way how we go support Liberty Online TV for continue for the online, na for send we you support.
Now for send we you support through the orange money number where you see on the screen and the other bank details them as well for make we continue for do we work. This na Liberty Online TV 1 year celebration. Na Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. We they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also now we website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We where they bring the program come to you this Thursday morning. My name na Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mebel Kaba, good morning. Today is Thursday, the 14th day of November 2024. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can look at concern we Campaign for Human Rights and Development International CHRDI, who side in the call on government for take action on judicial abuse and safe systematic failures in the judiciary. And that's what they discuss at this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, if you don't follow CHRDI, a civil society organization, we don't campaign and raise awareness about citizen and rights and self-advocate on ways them how they go able for protect the citizen and rights. This being CHRDI and the Judiciary of Sierra Leone, they don't get some issues them outside CHRDI, they call on them for ensure say they do the right thing. And the recent one now the press release where CHRDI been pulled this BNTM outside and state different things the way they say this now call for urgent government action now the judiciary because then say the judiciary they abuse and also then they experience systematic failure. What in this mean? Now the studio this morning we get the chief executive for CHRDI where na Abdul Fatoma a day with the studio this morning. Good morning, Mr. Fatoma, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning and thanks for having me. Pleasure always.
And also on the line we get Francis H. Moray, where now the public relation officer too, where they represent the judiciary. It go respond to the concern them where CHRDI gets now the program this morning. If you just tune in, this is the Breakfast Show, and don't forget this Saturday, November 16, Liberty Online Television, as we don't 1 year this November. We get series of events them where they bring camp for mark with 1 year anniversary. The first one where they begin do now this Saturday, Usai with the hike go now the Mambo Waterfall. Usai we don't issue out tickets them, and also we they call on all we viewers them and people who don't support we for the past 1 year for join with this Saturday as we the hike go na the Mambo Waterfall. We they start 7 o'clock in the morning, all they meet up na the Mambo Junction and hike go up na the Mambo Waterfall. We not just the hike go na the waterfall, we the at the end of the hiking we they get some exercise as we now all know say health is wealth, and also we will get the Edman na the community. We go explain what's in na the history behind the waterfall. It will be very interesting. So if you don't get a t-shirt it, reach out to any workman na Liberty Online Television and also get your t-shirt just for 300,000 leos. And join me Saturday morning as we mark with 1st year anniversary. We get various events they will do for now. And also don't forget the 1 year anniversary project still they go on. We ask for support. Let una donate to the institution so that we're able to sustain the work we don't they bring Cantona for the past 1 year. We don't they be free, fearless, and inclusive. We mean say that Liberty Online TV, all voices count. We they continue with the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television.
All right, so we're going on a court for let we get quick updates from the court before we can look at concern them which are they get for sake of the judiciary of Salon. Let me go to court to say Magistrate Sakekura at the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1. Don't send one Salusi go to the Male Correctional Center for sake of 1 count charge where they tin up na courts for where gets for do with fraudulent conversion contrary to section 21(5)(a) of the Lasting Act of 1916. For let we know more about this, we go join Mariatu Sharif.
128 years old bike rider Saliu Cisse don't make in first appearance before Magistrate Sakekura and the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1 for where police alert say he been thief 1 TVS motorbike. Saliu Cisse they tin up before the court on 1 count charge where gets for do with fraudulent conversion contrary to section 21(5)(a) of the Lasting Act of 1916. According to the particulars of offense na that Friday, October 18 this year, na Malama Lumley na the western part na Freetown, he been told to use 1 TVS motorbike with registration number AUO 129 wey cost 10,000 new leons when a property of 1 Ibrahim Kamara wey been given for keep. When the court be read this charge to the accused, the magistrate not been take any plea from him. Na Inspector Selutap, they prosecute this case na court and they be ask the magistrate for short adjournment date because he say in witness not be appear na court. Magistrate Sakekura not been give for bail to the accused and been sent am go na the Male Correctional Center and be adjourn this case to November 20 this year. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mariatu Sharif.
All right. right, we continue the breakfast show. From court to the come to studio guest, we na Abdul Fatoma, in the chief executive for CHRDI. This being November 12 this year, Usai CHRDI pull a press release, then they call for urgent action from government to the judiciary because they say they concern but issues them we get for do with reports of mistreatment within the Salon Judiciary, and also they say they get recent complaints from judiciary employee they we mean the workman them at the Salon Judiciary. CHRDI say they get complaint of troubling pattern of harassment, discrimination and abuse, and all of them things there. So CHRDI say they violate them people there, so them fundamental human rights. I know say you they watch this morning go be surprised for you say some of them kind allegation there, so they come out from CHRDI, especially now one of the arm of government when at the judiciary. Good morning again, Mr. Fatoma, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Yeah, thanks for getting me once more.
I just read some of the things them where una states na the press release released on November 12. Talk about mistreatment of employees them at the judiciary, harassment, discrimination, and a whole lot of other things. They will go take the press release step by step. Firstly, somebody when they watch you go they wonder how CHRDI gets some of them kind of huge allegation there so on the judiciary.
Well, we talk to workers of the judiciary, from administrative staffs, them, utility staffs, judges and magistrates, and then be able to express dissatisfaction about the atmosphere we then they work under. And we ask them for evidence, as always we can do in any of our engagement, and then share a catalog of evidences, you know, from letters, queries, suspend letters, and we go through the letters the way the judiciary writes to the individuals them, and we go through the judiciary code of conduct we then developed way back in year 2005, and we will be also ask them for let them go review because plenty in the way not much. Then the things that we very shocking. Now the judiciary gets a code of conduct 2005. We get a procedure of how then they set up a disciplinary committee for look into any allegations against any judicial staff, and then set up a committee on several people. One particular one where we get evidence. I mean, we get like two on that similar situation, 2 letters from 2 individuals. Then set up a committee on this individual without going through the lay down procedure with the inside their own code of conduct, or even the civil service code where they say publicly they're not the use, but then they use provisions inside the Israeli civil service code, discipline or query people. We get them letters and they're back to the effect, and even hire people. So that now one big deception where the judiciary will not come out publicly and lie to the people of this country. Then set up that committee, and the committee end up for say this particular man 6 months. So this is now half a year, and the judiciary not able to tell this man or for communicate inside that letter. They say now the law this way, if you commit social crime when commensurate to this provision, we for withhold you salary. So no, they even inside their own code of conduct, we clearly give them that mandate for withhold salary for 6 good months. It's not half a year. I mean, the entire livelihood of that individual and a family member, you don't put her into help, because they're the only reliable source of income there. A driver, they will work for a judge, the judge retire, then terminate the contract of the driver, even though the driver is a permanent staff. No procedure, no the way they use through the civil service code where they take for hire that driver. They may able to use that procedure back and terminate that staff doing contract. Then transfer a clerk or a registrar, a clerk na judicial administrative person, so it can be all too. For a magistrate court na Mashaka. Since January, you know ever go there. We get evidences, we book holiday for the sign. We be no say they might come on that, but we get evidences. The other strong evidence, if you are a court administrator, then you also practice, you can represent people then before the same court where you are administrator. The individual they appear before magistrate, we get the case numbers, we get the case file. I mean, we do a very in-depth and verify things then. But a magistrate where we get another letter where the alleged say, you no go work for that month, it be there outside of a duty post for 1 month. We get the letter again where the judiciary writes to HRMO for let them block the salary of that staff, that magistrate. So when you take a look at this thing, we get a lot. But inside that press release, we don't also talk about the current people that we don't become victim under the same judiciary leadership or operations. We also talk about the appalling, the poor service of conditions of the entire judiciary, from Supreme Court judges to the lay staff. In other countries where you go there, you see that say, the judiciary is one sacred and a respectable institution. But if you go up country, or even Western area, the court rooms them with a say how dilapidated. The chambers of them magistrates of judges then is not befitting the actual status. Magistrates and they still where they use them private motor car. Judges and they still where they use them private motor car. We come out from a way where the judiciary been they handle their own funds, where they be totally be independent. And come under a system where the judiciary get for go through the consolidated fund, where they bring a whole lot of challenge for the full function and reliable operations. So currently we get a judiciary where citizens they lack trust, they lack confidence, and people that already working at the judiciary feel very insecure. So now a problem, the government of Sierra Leone, for under their statutory responsibility, we call on them for immediately, for see collectively as a country, how we go able for review and reform the judiciary.
I make mention on a release systematic failures, not to think where they happen like
long
at
time.
A go. You don't see, if you ask so many people, we go tell you say the judiciary don't day so for years and ages. Waiting attract CHRDI for go and investigate and reveal all of them here we una put now on a release.
We in our organization where they work on social justice, advocacy, and access to justice is a primary, focus for CHRDI. And this is not the very first time CHRDI don't actually engage the judiciary. Back within 2019 to 2020, within COVID, CHRDI we put out a policy brief where we call Justice Under Lockdown. and we will bring out 12 recommendations, and we see that say some of them recommendations and the judiciary will work on them. One, for ensure say the safety of we magistrates and judges them, it will be paramount to the judiciary and the government of Sierra Leone. Then they deal with high court criminals and different people way they appear before them for the day. So you cannot left them unprotected. So we will call for protection, and we will call for the sanity there within the judicial system, like meaning the clean environment. We will also talk on the facilities that we then get where the public and government officials encroach into the facilities, and like the Belia Park and others. So we also don't talk several times around corruption, and currently as we speak, we currently do a forensic analysis on financial statements then, on certain activities of the judiciary. And we don't also ask the judiciary for present to we the court database on cases that we they don't assign to magistrates them and up to judges them. Part of public information, so we write them and we copyright to access. We clock the 15 days expiration date, but I mean they still get windows of opportunity today and tomorrow and Monday. Monday night the last day, then sharp the 17th Tuesday, we they complain that if they fail, we they complain them to right to access to information for them failure, because inside the constitution they say the judiciary they work with other laws of Sierra Leone and therefore respect their laws and informations we are public informations them. We did. So like that, we ask them. We also get right for ask them for that financial statement. But after we forensic analysis, then we go also get back to them on that.
All right, in case you just tune in, you dey watch the breakfast show live from Liberty Online TV, and today we dey look inside allegation them where CHRDI make against the judiciary outside, and they call for urgent action from the government because then say issues of abuse, harassment and discrimination and also systematic failure they happen at the Salon Judiciary. We get Abdul Fatoma with we at the studio, we are the chief executive for CHRDI. We don't talk about waiting and how they come about, forget all the allegation there. Well, now we go now to the public relations officer for the judiciary of Sierra Leone, where now Francis H. Morey. Good morning, Francis, and welcome to the breakfast show. I sure you don't into the chief executive for CHRDI, where they with me at the studio this morning, and I'm sure you don't come across a press release where they issue out on the 12th of November who said and they call for urgent action from the government, and also they make allegation of abuse, harassment, discrimination and systematic failure na the judiciary of Sierra Leone usa you dey work. According to Abdul Fatoma, then talk to workman them where raise all the issues they say they happen from the judiciary of Sierra Leone. Not true? Hello, Francis. Kindly unmute your mic because we know they hear you. We know they get sound from your end. We know they get sound from this end. All right, viewers, we will try for rectify the error from Francis Iyon's side, and we will try for Brian come back as in the public relations officer for the Salon Judiciary. It respond to allegation the which CHRDI make, allegation of abuse, harassment, discrimination, and also systematic failure where it say they happen from the Salon Judiciary. We get Abdul Fatoma with we at the studio, where na the chief executive for CHRDI. We will try for bring back Francis as he will respond to some of them. Plenty allegation there so where CHRDI they make on the judiciary of Sierra Leone.
All right, so while we try to get Francis back on the line for Lewiyeri from the judiciary themselves, waiting the makeup of the allegations here and also how they go work on the issues which CHRDI don't highlight. So we just come back quickly to Abdul Fatoma from CHRDI as we try to get Francis back on the link. The issues here we una identify from una investigation, we una do one big question where people perhaps they ask right now how it affects the delivery of justice and the work where the judiciary is supposed for to do.
It gets serious impact on trust and confidence because within the public they say if the way they work the judiciary, they face them kind about things there. How much more now when we put out that press release, we able to get a lot of phone calls and messages then. The recent one we get this morning, now a matter where they don't file before a judge since 2021, and this is 2024, a civil matter. And we get so many other, people that we left the judiciary before say they not get other institutions where they will go complain to, we go champion then case independently. And we get a system where, we get a system also where even then the judges or magistrate them, if they feel aggrieved, complaint mechanism system, that all need for the part of the system and down to the common staff. So like even the 2005 code, not to all magistrates get them, not to all judges get them. When we be needed, we put a public request, so we go want for let them help with that. So many practicing lawyers then reach out to we say, then don't ask judges and magistrates and then say they not get them. So, but myself ask judges and magistrates them, we then say, they, but they not set the para it. They know say it be not come up from 205, and so, then time and day, some of them magistrates then they or judges and they not been done, called to the bench yet, or even some not been done be lawyer yet. We then develop that code.
All right.
So how you go develop a workplace code, part of orientation, you need for put that code of conduct. Let the person know what are the do's and don'ts that work in place. So this all are the systemic failure of procedures. Now you then set up a committee where they not go through the actual procedure, when then you lay down procedure and do an investigation, say this individual, if I go execute a court order, and because you go execute that court order, to them they say that a serious violation of your operation, but I believe.
All right, Lord just hold you there first, Mr. Fatoma. We technician and see we don't get Francis again.
Okay.
Hello, Francis. Welcome back.
Hello, Khadija. Now they get me now?
Yes, loud and clear. Better now. Earlier, they ask about the allegation them which did they make on the judiciary. I'm sure you go don't see a press release where they issue on the 12th of November, and then states say then they call for urgent action from the government, and then put issues of abuse, harassment, discrimination, and systematic failure. This now waiting CHRDI say they happen at the judiciary. Not true?
We want for make the people of Sierra Leone know say much of, if not all, of waiting Mr. Fatoma put in press release now founded claims where now represent a decent approximation of waiting at the reality where they happen within the institution. Now, people for no say the judiciary na the third arm of government of Sierra Leone, where we get a constitutional mandate for administer justice and for ensure so we give justice to the people of this country. Being a body where for interpret the laws of this country, people for no say we for be the last person we go do anything we go violate the laid down laws where this country for be governed by. So whilst we the administer that we functions here, that we mandate here, we do and so impartially, independently, and withstand integrity with which every judicial officer they carry in work on the judiciary. Now to the issues where Mr. Fatoma raised, like I don't say, then unfounded claims where not fit for then a decent society, which I much premium don't be placed on the role where civil society they play now a democratic space. The judiciary is governed by laid down laws, procedures, and statutes, what have you, where they curtail we operations for ensure so we self conform to lay down laws where we in fact establish you as an institution. Part of them now the fact say by the Judicial Legal Service Commission, we get a decent protocol we follow based on promotion. We don't maintain over the years a standard we don't be set where they cut across every cadre within the judiciary. Judicial Legal Service Code don't they give promotions as and when it due based on the provisions of that commission. So for let me say Fatoma can say there's been discrimination or what have you within the judiciary is unfounded. We problem with Mr. Fatoma is this. There is a clear space for civil society in any democratic state, but we don't long for let people who are responsible occupy that space here. If you get their allegations, ask Mr. Fatoma which you don't show before you now. Say the fact say you don't lay hands on their allegations with people who say you don't talk to judicial staff. But the first part of call for me, engage the authorities within the judiciary for see if then claims here are true or not true. Before you take a step further, for go to the public and make them unfounded claims that way not justifiable. Because now when you don't engage the appropriate authorities and they don't feel for act, you go back them up to your claims, say after several opportunities for get the judiciary for respond or for address the issues here, now this not the outcome. But instead go tell you say there's been no attempt with all of them claims and for engage the authorities within the judiciary for know if them claims they are not true because they are one-sided. A staff would have said one thing, but for let people know say an institution like the judiciary get in your own operandi, modus operandi, and get your disciplinary measures where they take for discipline any staff where in conduct inimical to the growth and development of the institution. And once we file that disciplinary statute or order set to the institution, we know they revert to nobody. Now, when the staff is disciplined for misconduct and he feel aggrieved, you have the HR to channel that too, or you have other internal mechanisms where you go explore for later you. Now reverting to Fatoma, Mr. Fatoma, with all due respect to him, and him not getting back to the judiciary for say, I have had concerns from this staff, what is happening. We don't victimize. We operate a fair system where they allow everybody for discuss, for vet out the anger, for tell people waiting now they go down well with them. In fact, when the Honorable Chief Justice Nicholas Brahma take over, we had a general meeting with the entire staff of the judiciary, from senior judges to the HR to other management and general staff of judiciary, where he make a passionate plea to everybody, say, let's work together. Let everybody occupy in your space and do it correct in the interest of Sierra Leone and the interest of justice. People they get for people they
Francis,
get for yes.
you just make mention say all the claim them way CHRDI, where the chief executive they with at the studio, all the claim they where they make it unfounded, not so true. But looking at CHRDI, they don't then at the civil society's advocacy space na salon for a very long time. They don't they advocate on issues that we get for those people and human rights. Why you think say then go come out with a press release speaking of issues of harassment, abuse, discrimination, systematic failure na the judiciary when an arm of government, if they don't get no evidence for back then claim? Why you think say Mr. Fatoma will come na TV like this and put out the allegation then they on una na the judiciary?
Clearly, Mr. Fatoma gets an agenda to fulfill. It has been consistent.
Francis, what's in the
Because
agenda?
of
What's in the agenda?
that could be best described. Now let come. Judiciary in a place like
Francis, you say Mr. Fatoma
yes.
gets an agenda for fulfill. So for the clarity of this discussion, start for tell we waiting at Mr. Fatoma a agenda. Then you go answer now me question why you think say Fatoma for come na a public space make them kind of huge allegation then they without evidence. Starts with
okay.
Fatoma
Agenda
agenda.
is this. The agenda is this: for you, the civil society space, for rain down unnecessary criticism on the judiciary, we not call for without reverting to the authorities we concern for see if any step has been taken
Francis,
by for discuss the issues. At the camp, you don't ask the question.
you think it do
Now,
with malice?
now let me okay. I answer that question there in another form. Now the judiciary being a body where they hold justice, where they give justice to people. Anybody we can within we court system. And for instance, win a case. You dey go out with praises about the judiciary. Then this guy I get justice. Not like a football field, a football match. When somebody lost game, he go cry foul, he go cry, say the referee the program, he go cry, say this not be the favor of me, the last man do this, not like the judiciary. When somebody gets an issue with the judiciary, anything will happen, not fear again. Now, Mr. Fatoma is a party of a particular litigation, whether before the court, where he want for use for draw public attention to himself, where will not agree at all, for let it drag we down to that pathway. But in I go categorically state as see now being he go there among a category of citizens where be the benefit from an old system of a corrupt enterprise where they happen before the court, where people, citizens, they be the before even the case go to court, then they at liberty for choose which judge before which judge the matters can go. Or would have for sit down on the matter, would when they for grant them bail. That was a corrupt enterprise. Now, when the Honorable Chief Justice take over, being an experienced practitioner, an experienced bencher, it don't cut down all of them corrupt enterprises, cut them completely off. So people will be the benefit, now they cry foul. Mr. Fatoma is one of those where they don't the benefit from that enterprise. They when no one come out plenty of this court say,
you get
because we
any
don't block.
evidence? You get any evidence
We
for
don't
proof
block.
say Mr. Fatoma now one of the people will be the benefit from that enterprise, the quote unquote, where you make mention of? You get evidence?
Now, just like what you say, I don't know for him if he will have the guts for going to public media like this and say things were unfounded, like I said earlier. I wouldn't respond to him saying, in at one or the other, the benefit of that corrupt enterprise, pay money for bail, what have you, interfere with court processes because they succeed at some point in the past. But now, because all of those loopholes have been closed, they are finding it difficult for penetrate the system, and so now That the agenda that behind all of these
Francis,
young folks when they
follow
come
me
up
not lose
around.
sight of the issue. Let me go back to the press release where CHRDI have been pulled on the 12th of November. The second paragraph, they make allegations say administrative staff then at the judiciary will not go with salary for 6 months, allegedly because of investigation where una been do internally, where make them staff here not go with pay for 6 months. What do you go say to that?
The judiciary, just like any other public institution, gets the inherent power for discipline any staff where in conduct inimical to the growth, integrity, and development of the institution. Now, when we take the actions here as an independent arm of government, we know they revert to any other body for giving advice or what have you. We have laid down laws where we have laid down laws where they govern the operations. If the way it comes to dealing with the conduct of staff members within the judiciary. Now, if any of the staff members don't raise such a concern, yes.
Now to say staff then they will go without salary for 6 months.
What I go agree to is the fact that certain staff they on disciplinary actions will not be taken by the judiciary for ensuring that they comply to the norm and to the pattern we're expected of we as a body government. Some staff are clearly been disciplined from misconduct. A place that judiciary not from any room for misconduct. With the growth of people who stand character and integrity the rope within the institution. Any other person when they continue the contrary character to face the full force of the laws where it regulate the conduct of staff members within the institution. So that one that we don't talk to the say they are going to salary. Clearly, they will not be saying that they
Disciplinary
just
action
suspend
where
them
they make mention of. Francis, the disciplinary action where you agree say some staff then they under. It includes say they not don't get paid for 6 months.
It include withholding of salaries. If you watch
you
other
conclude saying a lie, Charlie, they lie. Where you self don't agree now say this particular paragraph where they don't make known to the public now true say staff then go without pay. How you be one for disagree now?
So it's not about the disagreement. Unfounded claims, not me say he not point out a one or two things where we need for throw light on. Disciplinary is one. Any other person will say, will approach any civil society activist and say, I don't go without salary for this month, without going in depth into conduct really to that action. So if they don't meet them and say, I'm being disciplined, what would have been expected of a responsible civil society activist? Like, let you come back to the judiciary. This staff here say he or she has gone without salary for this number of months. Let me hear you from we and evaluate the two statements, but just getting from aggrieved staff members whose conduct have been inimical to the growth of the institution and just rely on that one-sided post and make a publication out of it without reverting to we is appalling. It leaves much to be desired of a civil society space where can be occupied by responsible people. You know, we'll just talk to one staff or two staff where agree very clearly because they are being disciplined and not go gladly with what they happen. And you talk to them and then you run and make communication without communicating to the judiciary. This is the point I'm making. You for not able to revert to me, what will answer you on that constantly.
Francis, now that you don't confirm, say, a certain member of staff, they go through disciplinary action internally, we make 6 months, the judiciary withhold this staff in salary. You can kindly quote the exact sign of the law where say if you discipline a staff, you for all in salary for 6 months.
As I speak to you now, before we come on the call, I tell you say I'm out of printer, and if you watch the network and all, I don't go give you an exact quotation of the law. Wait tell you so for the total salary, but if anybody, Patoma is like in the claim saying in a civil society activist, can take this up with any of we, that we cannot take any decision where they flout any of the laws we establish in the institution as the third arm of government. Every law will even relate to the discipline of staff has to comply with waiting the fit with operations as an institution. We have done nothing. The administration of the Honorable Acting Chief Justice has done nothing where they go against any of the laws we established, we as an institution, and even when they relate to the conduct of staff.
Like you say, you're not in Freetown, but you need for them at Freetown for know the rules of the game, because if under the judiciary they take actions where you're not able for courts to the public, also wanna get the power from for take that particular decision. Pass you there in Freetown for let you know waiting the law say, especially when you're not staff of the judiciary and you work with the public.
We don't get to code of practice, Mr. Fatoma, are not good because it don't lay that foundation. You say we code of practice developed in 2005 when I in the governed the operations as an institution, added to all the relevant statutes we would use for operate, including the 1992 Constitution, the Court Act, and what have you, way the regulatory authorities. But pinpointing on a particular
power. One part law then they give una the power for withhold somebody in pay.
Every institution gets a code of practice. If you violate any code of practice, there's a body who will bring out the requisite disciplinary action way for take. He has mentioned that we go bring out the requisite disciplinary action way for face as a staff for breaching that law. We relate to your function and operations as an individual. Mark you, all of we within the judiciary for be boastful of a stand character integrity. When for be blameless to the people of Australia. We not work for ourselves. We are a public institution. And that being the case, we conduct for resonate with the goodwill and intentions of well-meaning citizens. So the 2005 Code of Practice, where the government we now a clear instrument where they use for regulate the conduct of staff for conform to lay down principles we establish the institution. Now, without pinpointing a particular section, let Mr. Fatoma like what he say. Tell we now say there has been no law, there has been no statute or no code we would not revert to for put them staff there under the disciplinary action we would not put them. Let him come back now to us. He has lawyers. He can go to court and say we have violated this particular section of the Code of Practice or of the Judicial Legal Service Commission as an institution. We not resonate with the treatment of the given staff here will be under disciplinary action currently.
Judiciary, they abuse, harass, and discriminate and self-systematic failure they happen at the judiciary. When they come back to you, Mr. Fatoma, you just don't listen to the public relations officer 2 for the judiciary of Sierra Leone. They don't come out clearly and debunk all of the allegations them which they make. In fact, before we come to the issues, then they say they part of a criminal syndicate where una be done they use for benefits from the previous system. One, una they pay for bail. You they part of a syndicate where they determine whose judge will for sit on a particular matter.
Well, the quite interesting thing is that the judiciary don't become an outfit with very notorious in bringing baseless allegations against me persons. A few weeks ago, the judiciary be say, media on a payroll. I asked them for let them produce evidence to the public, not to me. 100% confidence of myself. They fail. So meaning the judiciary being a very deceitful institution will water down the integrity, the credibility where institutions like judiciary, being a media person, not mean say you therefore destroy the image of your institution. And bringing such a serious allegations against me person, I mean, it's so cool for them, but then it also dent the credibility. for the judiciary for condone criminality. They know this, they get evidence against me persons. But the very judiciary, with so much deceitful, full of lies, fails to report me alleged criminal activities to the Sierra Leone police. I'm not above the laws of this country. No way. If I engage in any unlawful activities, the judiciary get a right for a report, or any citizen get a right for report me to police. And I go turn myself over to the police for that investigation. And as a public figure person, I go also make the public know and aware about such activities where are they engaged on and are they before the criminal justice system. But the judiciary, for let them get individuals like this, they can openly, they put the judiciary into a dustbin. It's sad, it's frustrating for the people of this country. This is a clear sense of disappointment that people who thinks that they have lost everything, they can throw stone at everything. So, yes, please.
Francis make mention, say, when you do the investigation, charge the investigation, when not get back to the judiciary for at least get the own side in response to allegations where them workman they make, una just publish to the public. Now, to say, una not make attempts for a reform them, for let them respond to the allegations before una publish?
Okay, just recently, I tell you, we sent a letter to them. We're now getting over 15 days, just requesting even for the log, case log, never. We don't write several letters. We don't do phone calls to the registrar office, to the Chief Justice, several letters. They don't even get a courtesy for saying we acknowledge the receipt of your letter. Even you don't respond to the content of the letter. So he's not well informed. I will feel sorry for some of them, but they are, because now what can they protect? And failing that, say that a borough status in boss day. So at any time, they can get rid of her. Now a contract judge, and the procedures, even where it is very much illegal in this country, they don't go retirement contract twice. For let we as a country get a chief justice, acting chief justice, where they on contract. It's unbelievable, but everybody can make a history, either bad or this. But the thing where we not go allow that the judiciary take away from the main conversation, where they work for the judiciary, and in where say he want to tell the people of this country the truth. We not ask a simple question: which law will give them the foundation for actually hold somebody in salary for 6 months?
It's not code of.
Now lie.
Francis just make
I can send them to you now. Me get them. Now lie. That's another big lie from the judiciary. Therefore, bury the head not only in sand, but in an ocean. For them, we not see there anymore. For them kind of about lie there, for institutions who forget integrity. They get procedures, how then they investigate. The list of positions in the judiciary, where for the part of that committee. If you investigate a judge, the Chief Justice, the substantive Chief Justice, therefore be chairman of that investigation committee. If you then they investigate a judge, they don't complain about a misconduct. Then a senior person from the appeals court, the senior most. Then you get a senior, bench under the high court. If you do magistrate, one part the senior magistrate for in that committee. So structure the way how the thing say. These very individuals that will go through this disciplinary action and whatever investigation and color, they of themselves, if they get the guts and then believe themselves, say this is an institution of integrity, and then they work on the goodwill of the people of this country, let them produce that report and let them give the structure of the individuals that have been there at that committee. They never go through the leader. I tell you, but even judges don't even get this code of practice. Majority of them don't get that. Let alone you talk about magistrate. Let me talk about when Now you get JPs where they sit down, then they pay them 5 million. The JP that we don't sit down on McKinney, when they talk about discrimination, since when they begin sit down September and October, they don't get paid.
But why?
But the JP then they sit down. But the JP then are free to. The JP then are bow, they receiving 5 million. They send a stipend.
So how you go categorize this particular pattern of discrimination where you say they happen at the judiciary?
I mean, the young man they try for portray in boss say they don't do good. So if somebody where they do good, they even deploy JPs where the resident magistrate they're not aware about that. Then lawyers have been forced to appear before magistrate them. Upon them Barodia. And one of the judges in UF, JP. Then in company they go 2 weeks on rotation. In particular, that very one individual, now they go on rotation. In the permanently 2 weeks and then for go. So I mean, like I say, we don't even reach to the financial side. So we know that the judiciary get for move when we don't do forensic analysis on the financial activities of double dipping for a public event, and now choosing in one particular venue for all workshops pertaining magistrates. We're also looking into that. So when they all come out, by then I believe say with the evidence we then get of me and the old cabal, like I've been talking on radio, say the judiciary is divided. He was the very one.
Divided into waiting.
They are separated. These people are separated and get the old one, the new one. They're fighting themselves. And he was the very one who said on national radio that the judiciary is not divided. Together with the other colleague, they said that. These are the same individuals and back. We tell the public, say, the judiciary know they use the civil service code. Nowadays at this studio, I can show you a letter from the master and registrar, or the registrar and masters, and also the previous chief justice, where in the court that one day for higher people. When we put justice under lockdown, the judiciary, the same judiciary, media, Elkas and Moses, they go after we. That was when for Babatunde. So I don't know which other old system.
With that,
but if they not get, yes, please.
All of them things that we don't reveal to the viewers then this morning. I'm sure a lot of people then go surprised. Is it safe for say corruption they happen at the judiciary?
There is a possibility of corruption. There is a high sense of possibility of corruption because we currently they review, like I said, they do back and forth check. Listen, when we don't verify a letter, we come up for master and registrar. When we don't verify a letter, we the CJ copy in, human resource copy in. Then we don't verify to the other people, then they say, when I receive this letter from this, then institution were very notorious not to be responding to organization. We get the way book. We'll go show how many times we don't deliver letters where they don't even get that decency as a public institution for respond. But then look how cheaply low they can go and make allegation. I challenge them now, if they call themselves an integrity institution, like what do? We'll bring them in publicly, let them bring the evidence against me personally, publicly.
Why should government be worried about the revelations here where they make?
We as a country, we need to be worried.
Why?
Because judiciary give a life of hope for me and you too. A very notorious lie like this, if not like England we've been there, or any decent democracy, we for file a case. But because of the no, we not get that trust that say if we take this bunch of people where they defend lies and parade with lies, so the very court where then they defend without no chance of defending them, we will get justice.
But if CHRDI, they say violation of human rights, they happen at the judiciary, aside this media advocacy, issuing press releases, what how now affect for them people there? Oh, no, not trust the courts.
Look, we get a matter before the court, and we go with the matter before the court, and then one for use that. The young man, they say publicity. I want to let you know, say, I can boastfully tell you, say, no global media, no the way I don't speak to it in my life. And I don't appear on a global platform there. Don't work for one of the biggest institutions in the world, the UN Global Compact, Global Reporting Initiative, not so as an information man, as a very senior position. So, me not to possibly you look at me and my character say they look for popularity for do a thing.
In this case, the judiciary they say wait to not to, then their response again with Francis Dongi, CHRDI said they say not to for the public.
What's not to true?
He said the allegations the way you make now the press release
not to true.
Yes.
It just the
then when instead don't talk, you say a lie, it a lie. In this case, for the public, evidence the way CHRDI gets one I will get for backup, for let them really know say there were testimonies where people where they work at the judiciary tell una waiting and they go through. Una get proof.
I mean, maybe and Khadija, I mean, you guys don't know me for more than 5 years now. And
for the public.
I know. I mean, the very public way know me, way some of them know me, they also know. I challenge Parliament. Everybody be worried for my life. And ask me the same question. You get evidence? I challenge ACC. By then, the very administration will be in power. And then they're in control of the ACC. The same question was asked. You get evidence? I challenge the judiciary on corruption. Babatunde in time. Same people ask me, you get evidence? I challenge the military through organization on corruption and sexual harassment. They call press conference, then throw the same disrespectful words at me, and later on the Omojuba. We don't challenge police. But if the judiciary then not able for complaining, me don't complain them to the public that there is a harassment, abuse, possible corruption. Me don't tell the public. If they say me benefit from Babatunde in time they pay, I don't know whether I don't ever go bail. I have no clue over that. So if they get evidence that me benefit from corrupt proceeds, if you been kefala and people then, please, now send me a phone call or an invite. I'm willing for come for answer to that allegation. Or to CID, if the judiciary bring her, will I not fear for call me at the camp. But if the judiciary not bring that, the judiciary continue for be a lie institution. They don't lie to the public. And this is disgraceful, it's embarrassing to the legal profession. It's so shameful that somebody feels say in a PRO for one attire-based organization, not knowing that say a third arm of government, where now one of the wheel of democracy. For make sure say they implement the fundamental principle of democracy. But the shameful thing is that the same judiciary can openly and can lie to people and say they're not going to use the civil service code. But then all the letters the way they have been using, I will share those letters with you.
All right, Fatoma, continue for the with me at the studio. We'll come back to you. And of course, we can't hear it from Francis, but let me quickly just take this break as the time from the studio clock now 1 minute after 9 o'clock. We'll take this break and can listen to Francis in response to waiting Mr. Fatoma don't say just now. We'll come back shortly.
Small and win big. UBA, they celebrate 75 years of better banking service. And as alone, the bank done there for 15 years now. This na big celebration, and we want give back to we wonderful customer them. We don't make we business go find one for the past 75 years with the UBA Savings Legacy promo. Save small and get your own share upon this 350,000 loans. 30 customer them go get the chance for win cash prize every quarter. Just put 2,000 leones and above na your account. And the more you put 2,000 and above na your account, na the more you go increase your chance for win more. No wait till kapu the chance now. Your legacy starts today. The draw them go happen inside September and December 2024. Join UBA for celebrate 75 years of excellence. UBA, Africa's global bank.
Money in my pockets, from what I want correct. Customer service with excellence. Now that's make we the top na the continent.
As Liberty Online TV dey 1 year inside this November, we dey celebrate this anniversary with different activity them. And one of them na hike with Liberty, we get for be Saturday, November 16. Usa we go waka go na the Mambo waterfall. The Liberty Online TV team go then na Mambo Junction dey wait for una 7 o'clock na morning. For join we, na 300 leons no more you go give, and you go get the Liberty Polo and water, and you go get all the enjoyment we get for being at the waterfall. If you want for join we, you go come now with 33 Battle Street office as the Polo then already now, or call na this number 074 200 545 for place you order. Now Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
Liberty Online TV, the 1 year this November, and you know what in that mean.
And throughout the month of November, na celebration period. And as you know, na time we for coming and support Liberty Online TV for continue for doing work.
And the way how we go support Liberty Online TV for continue for the online, na for send we you support.
Now for send we you support through the orange money number where you see on the screen and the other bank details them as way for make we continue for do we work. This na Liberty Online TV 1 year celebration. Na Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.
Alright, welcome back. You still watch the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television and it is powered by Orange Sierra Leone. When they continue the discussion today, we get the Chief Executive for CHRDI, Wena Abdul Fatoma, where they talk on an urgent call where they call on government for intervene at the Judiciary of Sierra Leone because they see issues of discrimination, abuse, harassment, and systematic failure at the Judiciary of Sierra Leone. And we get the Public Relations Officer too, Wena Francis H. Moray, where they will tweet through the virtual call for response to some of the allegations there. So where Mr. Fatoma don't they make na the program this morning. Welcome again, Francis. You don't listen to Mr. Fatoma. Aside the issues of harassment, discrimination, and also systematic failure where you don't address earlier, you don't already go ahead again and add possible corruption they happen na the judiciary. Are you worried for say a whole third arm of government? A civil society activist, they accuse Una of being corrupt, and he said that also they do investigation, then will come out to the public soon. Issues of double dipping, they happen at the judiciary. You worried?
Francis, kindly unmute your mic, please. We're not to get you from this end.
The same issues where they happen earlier, now they happen again.
All right. We go try forget Francis, as we know to get them from this side, and Hopefully, he go on mute and we will get him back for response to waiting Mr. Fatoma don't make so far as allegations them from say they do investigation na the judiciary. We can't forget the side of the judiciary. We go back forget Francis. Let we hear waiting a response, especially after other fresh allegations we don't come from Mr. Fatoma say possibly corruption might be going on na the judiciary of Sierra Leone. Good morning again, Francis.
Good morning again, I'm not surprised.
You can go ahead and respond to the allegations.
Okay, I'm not surprised at all that he make them unfounded allegations. Me dismay na that a civil society space which will be occupied by decent individuals. We for know when for do the assignment well, when for come back to the public. Don't be occupied by mediocres like Mr. Fatoma and Kai. We are knowledgeable of unfounded claims against Parliament. The records speak. We're not being anything. He's a pride in sporadically attacking institutions where society holds high esteem for maintaining a level of relevance we don't deport over the years. Now, in letter, he not able to bring out not just opinionated press release, which you don't hear from people. He don't admit to say in respect of this issue. He not ever revert to the judiciary of CLU for get to your side of the story and run to publication, which is reckless advocacy. We not get no place in a democratic society like this. He has admitted to una say in respect of this issue, he not hearing from nobody. He just ran for fulfill for please the one that we don't make complaint to them. And for be
Hello,
relevant,
Francis.
for run at the camp, for run to
Mr. Fatoma, no,
publication. Now,
I just want to clarify that end.
secondly,
Mr. Fatoma said he writes to the judiciary,
no,
and to
in
in
all
greater
right in
surprise,
respect of
nobody
this
not
issue.
even acknowledge.
I get and clear. I get that side clear. In all right, in respect of this issue, he requested for returns from the magistrate court, cases were not assigned to magistrates. That was what he wrote about. In all right, in respect of this issue, and it was ignored prior to publication. I listened quite clearly where they make that submission. So it's a reckless practice. Civil society in a respectable space, but in kind, leaves much to be desired. Now, in all of the discussions, he's not come out to tell us which of the laws we don't violate, subjecting the members of the judiciary to disciplinary actions where we're not supposed to do, where we don't go against laid down provisions. He's not said that. All our opinion, at this time they do me, at this time they do me. He has not gotten any side of the judiciary's part to say this is not to true, this is not to true. No, he has not made any point, just opinion. Corruption here and there without any proof. We are aware. We are aware that we are a public institution, and in over the years we have moved stringently for ensuring we maintain with integrity as an independent arm of government, and plenty of lawyers don't they attest to this fact. Say there has been swift reforms, especially under the Honorable Acting Chief Justice. The speed at which they handle cases now, in fact, is so unprecedented for let you get this person where they cry down, for let you get a sitting sitting Chief Justice for the sit on High Court cases from where open the criminal session in September. Up till now, he's single-handedly presiding as a High Court judge, being the acting Chief Justice, which is unprecedented, you know, ever be. So for let you don't they say this man never do nothing, he's been opinionated. Now just wait and tell her. In fact, he does not go in activism, they call say, if you don't write letter once, twice, they don't answer you. Nothing on the bar, Mr. Fatoma, for go at the institution and engage the authorities concerned. We may even doubt say letters have been ignored. Go to the institution, but for fear say he's not doing the correct thing, let not go the detainer, which we clearly will not do because we respect the space of civil society. He has never approached any of the personalities
Francis,
for engage the judiciary.
Francis,
So
let me
it's clear.
ask you. Let me ask you this. Looking at
Yes.
the judiciary, a whole third arm of government, we're supposed to be independent, respected institution. Una feel embarrassed for letting kind allegation they are way aligned to una institution, even they come out to the public. Are you embarrassed?
We are a public institution at the camp, and we are subjected to public scrutiny. But for let it come in this form, style, and manner from a dishonest civil society activist who they parade himself with whatever title, a record of wrongdoings where society left out for go scot-free because he occupied this so-called space of civil society. Now a shame. Now a shame, but we know so we are subject.
Francis, what's
We
the
know
record of wrongdoings by Mr. Fatoma?
a record of wrongly attacking institutions where you not get any proof of. You not get any proof. You ask him now for say this harassment and what have you, they say don't they happen along judicial corruption. He has no proof. It's tell you about what they happen about magistrate. There has been no magistrate at this country. We're not there of the knowledge, say we have trained JPs and we are simultaneously deploying them across the country. We train them. This is a pilot. They start at the camp. They start
Let
now.
me stay, Francis, let me be guided, let me stay on the issues rather than attacking the personality of Mr. Fatoma. Let me talk about
I have not
issues.
attacked.
Let me talk about the issues of harassment.
When a station where they say all sorts of things against the person, I need to behave like I hold an integrity where I need to defend. Then an institution we highly respected. The integrity they be watered down by somebody who don't know little or nothing about the operation of the judiciary. Now just waiting, ill-motivated people they tell them they run for go to press and write publication for maintain relevance. You don't they say all kinds of things. You not tell them no attack the person. Now this is a fact why they tell you go to parliament with all of your claims they are got. There was no substantial proof. Now just here say a run to publication. We not told the line of people where they battle wars with them. We have put together an informed response to a misleading press release where we make a clear statement of what that we start on the issues here.
At this stage, Francis, for the benefit of the public, waiting at the official position of the judiciary regarding the allegations them where CHRDI make na them press release, waiting on an official position.
Okay, your official position is those allegations are unfounded. We don't speak to each and every one of them in our press release, especially the one where they pinpoint on discrimination and harassment of members of staff. We don't speak to that in our press release. They are unfounded. We hold the inherent power for discipline any staff where in conduct not match up with laid down norms where if we go by as an institution. So we get that right for discipline. And what would the discipline? We don't revert to anybody or civil society for no. So when an aggrieved staff who is being subject to disciplinary action meets Mr. Fatoma, he ought to do his assignment well. For come back to the judiciary and say it would have been very credible. We not for deny any of this fact. If Mr. Fatoma for sit down and say, when I get here from them people here, I got to the judiciary for all discuss and engage. For see if these things were true before I come to the public. But he has not done that. Clearly, he has an agenda like what I start from the morning, and most of, if not all, of his claims are false and are founded, and they are then geared towards just derailing. We had that reputation, especially under the administration of the Honorable Active Justice. We don't strive for ensure say justice free, fair, and credible. As I speak to you, a Supreme Court judge, they Kabbalah now. They sit over high court cases for 2 weeks. Recently, we just done one Matu John, taking justice to where there are no resident high court judges, taking justice to the people. For now, we reduce the cost of litigation on litigants. A lot is happening when Mr. Fatoma not aware about. Where for the pinpoint on to say these things are happening, but then many are complaints where for the internally dealt with, if for become an
Hello, Francis.
before it comes to the public. So we don't take our position is they are false, they are unfounded, they not get any leg for stand on a decent society.
All right, so how about the issue we get for do with the JP them, where they sit na McKinney? Mr. Fatoma said the judiciary, they pay them, but the JP they sit na Freetown and Bo, they pay them 5 million. Why the discrimination yonder, if not true?
That's not another allegation. We don't randomly randomly get from an opinion where it just puts at that press release and say which we not get any proof to. Before now, I don't tell people, they say the JPs have been trained, people of stand character and integrity, for assist the magistrate court in administering justice at that level, for deal with cases where not for end up in PI, for reduce the burden of magistrates across the country. That has been effective. In fact, for let the Chief Justice and see say it's been a defect for let them know they run and cases they pile on magistrates is something we should applaud him for. Now that they operate, we defend funds here and there for they reimburse them for the service. Somebody just go talk to them and what have you. He has no proof to that effect. Like what I say, like a baseless allegation. No proof to that effect. Say we not they pay the JPs where they under the operations of the judiciary. Will they pay a section or will not they pay a section? Those are unfounded. It is dishonest. And now will come with a document where they show say will they pay the one in the south, will they pay the one in Africa, or will they pay the one in the north? This is dishonest. There why people need for look with another lens, because his motive is in fact questionable, and which is why we have put a press release also speaking to the issues we don't raise. For let we tell the people of Sierra Leone with healing at the ordeal where they happen within the judiciary. Now there are lawyers also when are human rights activists. If by adventure any of them feel say there has been human rights violations, they can take it up. They can come before the judiciary, say this staff has raised this XYZ. There are other credible civil society activists. We get lawyers. We go take up the thing from there. Say we've heard from Fatoma say there has been a breach of this code related to staff. There has been breach of this employment act. So. We want to then file a case. They can be entertained. That is how we want to see the law tested, not to somebody who just go sit down to make opinion.
Talking about filing a case, Mr. Fatoma Aliabi don't make mention, say, if una no say what he talk na lie, una get any proof we go prove otherwise. Una get the right also for take am wherever una want for take am. Going beyond the press release, if the judiciary convince say waiting CHRDI puts at the release na lie, waiting at the next step of action.
The next step of action has nothing to do with him. What we have to do is, advocacy is for public awareness. Any other member of the public will take this issue up now, devoid of Fatoma, will get an ill motive, will take up this issue now a step further and say it does not necessarily have to do with him. Our responsibility is to ensure that the public is well informed, that the public is up to speed with what they happen at the judiciary, contrary to what he don't purport now in press release. So any other person, human rights activist, civil society practitioner, where they occupy that space.
Mr. Fatoma, based on this, is that what you're saying?
That
Onayon civil society then go get for response to Mr. Fatoma?
We have put out a press release, I don't say that one, but to say any other further action, the only action we can take is to ensure that the public is informed and brought to speed with what's they happen within the institution. What would don't do so in the press release? We'll take with time also for engage the media for let people know say these are unfounded claims. That is all we can do. If any other civil society activists within that space want to take this issue further, there are lawyers within the civil society space. We have had issues of this. Human rights activists, we have had issues of discrimination of this. We want to take it a step further. They can file the necessary papers to court. But for Fatoma, in fact, now just that the media they get this relevance, now make they come out and explain. Other than that, for just don't ignore them. But because they make claims we not get any justification for, make they come back again and talk to the people. For ensure that we educate them, for ensure that we inform them about the ordeal where they happen within the institution, and let the public not settle for them misleading press releases where they post. We clearly get an ill motive for get at the administration of the judiciary. So we're not getting nothing for do. We have put out a statement which is informing, and we continue to educate the people of this country for correct that misled information we don't put out. For say we are a credible institution. They get courts speak, especially under the administration of the Honorable Acting Chief Justice Nicholas Brahma. Lawyers will attest say it has been welcoming. His policies, as one of the most experienced bencher, don't speak volume to every other judicial practitioner, to every other legal practitioner right now. Credibility is up the radar. Ingo just and they say statements way because he get learn 2-3 English, which we cannot take from him. But for let it make the statement the way clearing up the truth, We are dismayed, we are called, and we say, let be responsible. Civil society space like credible space. Let a third line of credible civil society activists for inform the people accurately and not for the mislead and this kind of blatant way without any
Thank you
remorse.
very much, Francis. Thank you. When you make time for joining me this morning as you state the position of the Salon Judiciary to that of CHRDI in a press release where they be issued out. Thank you very much, Francis H. Murray, where you join me at the program
You're
this
most
morning.
welcome.
All
You're most
right,
welcome.
that's now the Public Relations Officer 2 for the Judiciary of Sierra Leone will respond to claim the way CHRDI make on the Salon Judiciary. We still get Mr. Fatoma Utwin at the studio, but quickly, let's just take messages that will come out to you and you will wrap up the program. The first message we I take this morning, it come out from Mystic Dwazak. They say the Judiciary of Sierra Leone should try and build public trust. Most Sierra Leoneans lack trust in the Judiciary of Sierra Leone based on the outcome of matters, and I hope they will try to build that confidence.
All right, we'll look at more messages. The first one we go take from the YouTube channel. Kebi J. Conte, they say, imagine like how salons can so right now. You not pay somebody for 6 months. That's a complete wickedness.
Abdullah B. Lukule, they say, Abdul Fatoma always provides credible information to the public, to the people of Sierra Leone, sorry.
We look at more messages. This other one where they look at Mohammed Bangura at the YouTube channel. They say, good morning, Liberty Online. If the judiciary can't be professional, who are we to trust to protect our constitution? This justice system needs reform to uphold the constitution and protect citizens' rights.
For the Mustafa Touré on Facebook, they say you can see the desperation on Francis because he is defending his job. The people of Salon know who is deceptive, so Mr. Fatoma, don't be bothered by the personal attacks. It's a means to silence you.
Jibril Bangura, they say, Francis, if the judiciary is truly operating as an independent body and free from corruption, what is Dr. Samra doing in courts?
This one, they say, Mr. Fatoma, what about the Constitution? You seem to have given up. What happened to the fight? The Constitution is the greatest problem of Salon, and after 6 years of SLPP, they are still preparing because it makes them comfortable. It's a shame that the SLPP criticized the APC for inaction for 2 years, but they have spent more time on sitting on the documents doing nothing.
The final one we'll look at the YouTube channel because of time. They come out from Robert Cargo. It say then the APC party was right not to file a petition against President Bio if Fatoma too is saying the judiciary is corrupt. Well, Sierra Leone is finished.
This one, they say Mr. Fatoma is doing a good job today and before the first term of MADA, but his mediation in political matters somehow dented his standing, but overall his organization is focused. The next time you are called to meddle in politics, please say no because of your job. Edmond Abu chose to make political audios, which is his choice. I regarded these two organizations as public fighters. So Mr. Fatoma, as the only one remaining, in my opinion, please stay on this lane. Thanks for standing up. Well, from the messages, then they come back to you, Mr. Fatoma.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to everybody we make comment in reinterest or against reinterest or the work what they do. So now I go to the judiciary. You see a high level of frustration from the judiciary, running away from the issue. You say the issues where, in fact, they not even look at CHRDI, an entity we register in Australia. All what they think is Fatoma. So the issue where they inside the press release, they say they are unfounded, very inconsistent. They say either some or all are unfounded. So even the poor service of conditions, magistrate then they go without official vehicle. Now the personal vehicles there, as far as he know, is unfounded. It's not true. Judges then they will not get official vehicle. As far as he know, is unfounded. The conditions of services are very, very poor for magistrates, judges, and even the way they staff them. As far as you know, this is unfounded. The court buildings were dilapidated across the country. When we raise this, as far as you know, this is unfounded. However, all of these issues are unfounded. But then, in the talk, say, let other civil society then can't pick waiting Mr. Fatoma don't say and go to an court. How do they advise somebody for letting go with unfounded thing back to court? If you are that sincere with yourself, if waiting the commander you want, you really processor. You say these things are unfounded, but then you advise say, let people then take the same thing go to court. I mean, you don't need to be confused whilst doing your media work. The judiciary is not an attire base. The judiciary, I mean, with no disrespect to attire base, the judiciary are very respectable institutions across the world. The press release where then they talk about a more dig, more hole for themselves. You know, people the way they make, say, then get claims, say this na lie, but then they run away for take action. I mean, come on. Parliament, you, Khadija, I mean, you've been the report for Parliament, by the way, day 98.1. If I not be present evidence in Parliament, we all know what they happen. People, they will hold me already and detain me. So if that one day is unfounded, well, you know, work in Parliament, I still get me evidence that if you want to give you want to give Parliament, for let you review them. And you crying that say, come on, I don't verify. The letter addressed to HRMO, the letter addressed to HR. So ask them, say, this letter are authentic? It will come out really from the judiciary, they say yes. Which other confirmation? It's a me no engage nobody. Let me ask a master and registrar that if I not engage them several times on WhatsApp phone, we exchange calls, and I even go to the office for follow-up for a particular letter. When they tell me, say, then they get back to me, they don't ever get back to me. One of these days, and I've been there at court, you know, for we matter. So, you know that well informed about the issue, even when you want for defend. If they get CCTV camera, I don't go to the master registrar office. I meet in order in PRO1 Bindede. That was the time.
Mr. Fatoma, aside the allegation there, a lot of reports there they come out, even from international organization, they really call for reform on the judiciary. And you do a citizen's perception survey just now. Citizen will tell you that they don't lost trust on the judiciary. You told that line there?
I mean, not far too long ago, not today. I wonder where in been corner, or maybe they not been done employ it for like can do this kind of about dirty job and disrespecting self and family. When we be take on Babatunde, LCAS and Moses been there all over. We go SLBC, we go 98.1, we go AYV, you know, then they defend justice under lockdown. And in that we also call for reform. And the government not stupid. We're part of the public sector reform. The justice sector coordinating recently launched the strategic plan about reforms, and the judiciary is silent. But as you know, we position of calling for reform now unfounded. It not exist. This is how low this young man take a whole judiciary. I mean, like somebody say from the text, me not supposed to be afraid of. I mean, even you cost me 100, what they do. Even you kill me, what they do. So this is a petty thing. I mean, let them ask, what I don't go through. Let people tell them. So, I mean, you can sit down, play balance ball with yourself with such a supposedly credible institution. Now you don't drag them down to the gallows. It's a shame that the judiciary of Sierra Leone, they are this lowest ebb a day like this, that everything, even about the suffering, about staff them. This fellow is heartless. A colleague where they all work at the same institution, two of them. They go 6 months without a salary. He could not point a provision. We say na a violation because there is no provision we give them that power. No law we give them that power. But a heartless, they say, therefore take action. It's well and good for him today. But these are the people working shame for come back to we follow faith for them.
All right, many thanks. Abdul Fatoma, Chief Executive for CHRDI, where you join with this morning, can talk about some of the issues them way on us say they happen at the Salon Judiciary. We will continue for follow on the issues there so and bring come to honor the public. Many thanks we join with.
Will they respond to the press release?
All right.
Will they currently review? Will they can respond?
All right, so we go Liberty Online TV go report on that. Immediately CHRDI come back with the release on the response where the Judiciary don't pull this morning on waiting CHRDI being pulled like a press release on the 12th of November. Well, now they end the program for today. Don't forget, this Saturday coming, Liberty Online TV will start with anniversary festivities. They at the Mambo Waterfall, beautiful Mambo Waterfall this Saturday. Join with 7 a.m. within at the Mambo Junction and we'll hike go to the waterfall. Then you go get somebody we go explain the historic side of the waterfall, and also we will get fitness coach them. We go join we as we don't reach the Mambo Waterfall. We go do some exercise and continue the celebration. The 29th of November we fundraising dinner at the Freetown City Council. We go come back with more information on that, but the ticket then they out now and then they go out fast. If you not buy ticket yet, reach out to we and don't forget for staying. You small donation to Liberty Online TV will for sustain this platform. Also, don't be your source of credible information for the past 1 year. We don't be free, fearless, and inclusive. We mean say all voices count. Na Liberty Online TV. This Saturday we did at the Mambo Waterfall, 7 a.m. Meet we na Mambo Junction. They will go move from the Mambo Junction and hike go na the waterfall. Princess Pierce na produced this program this morning. Musa Sao Koma, Emmanuel Malik Campbell, and Dennis Kamara, and then give technical support to the production team. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
All right, and don't forget to pass by during the day for campaign for you to short when I just 300 loans for the part of the hike to Mambo Waterfall this coming Saturday. We office at the S 33 Bathurst Street or call 074 200 545. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadis, get a good day and goodbye.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
As Liberty Online TV dey 1 year inside this November, we dey celebrate this anniversary with different activity them. And one of them na hike with Liberty we get for be Saturday November 16. Usa we go waka go na the Mambo Waterfall. The Liberty Online TV team go then at Mambo Junction they wait for una 7 o'clock na morning. For join we, na 300 leons no more you go give, and you go get the Liberty Polo and water, and you go get all the enjoyment we get for being at the waterfall. If you want for join we, you go come now with 33 Bathurst Street office as the Polo then already now, or call na this number 074 200 545 for place you order. Now Liberty Online TV, all voices count.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.